10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and go. Okay. As per usual, we're starting off at the house. For heart piece. Okay. Yeah, we'll go to the castle. We'll see what Uncle has. Already, I can tell this is a very well done sprite. Oh, wow. This sprite genuinely feels good to play. Oh my gosh. Uncle, give me a weapon. Bombs. Technically weapon. I don't know that I would try to do the back of escape with just bombs. Ice rod, maybe. Ow. You out of my way. I'm going to check to see what my tree pull is. A lot of bombs. Okay, we can do this. It is actually possible to do the back of escape sequence, or the front of escape sequence here, with just bombs and ice rod. This will be interesting. I know these guards are in Magic Pack, at least a little bit. They're not going to give it to me, though. One of the guys in the passage dropped small magic. Or no, one of the guys out front did. Okay. Looking for magic here, people. Go ahead and dodge those guys. You should be dead. Okay, I guess it only kills blue guards. Oh, arrows. God, I'm not going to actually get anything from this, am I? I'm out of magic. I only have 9 bombs left. Fortunately, there's only one more guy I need to kill. And the next room has 3 pots for me to throw at him. Oh, don't you... Okay. That's 1. I think he only takes 2. Yeah. Please, I hope this is something worthwhile. 50 bucks. Oh, what a waste of time. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we'll go to the sanctuary. Small key. Alright. Splendid. That means Dark Cross has an item. You need that small key to get through the door to Dark Cross. The fact that I found it means the key can't be in the Dark Cross chest. Another 50 bucks. Okay. Well, that means we have enough money for the bottle vendor, at least. We will continue along our usual route up north. I don't really need... Ooh, arrows. Okay. You know what? I'll pull it. Oh. Okay, tier 2 must be single rupees. That's ass. Okay. $5. $5 from the bush crab. Okay. And we'll check the lumberjack ledge, just in case we need to come in here. It's the bug net. I don't need the bug net. Saku will be disappointed that she does not have the bug net to kill Aghanim with. I have never been a fan of killing Aghanim with the bug net, though. Just a little more difficult than it needs to be, I find. I'll grab that, because it's right there. Jump down this hole, see what we find. Heart piece. Okay. I can definitely see traces of the original Link sprite when she turns sideways. But like all in all, this is very well done. I'm genuinely impressed. I don't need the safety bomb because I have so many already. Alright, first stop, Blind's Basement. $20. The cape? We do love the cape. The Moon Pearl? Alright, that's the ability to survive in the Dark World without turning into a bunny. Although now I'm curious what Zelda's bunny beam sprite is. I hope it's a dragon. And that was Quake. Which might be required, we just don't know. There are 2 dungeons in the Dark World that require medallions to open. And which one they require is also randomized. Normally, Turtle Rock requires Quake. Might not be the case. $50. The lamp. Alright, I do like to see the lamp. Bottle, useful. $50. What the hell? Blue mail. Oh no. Oh no, the girls are gonna fight. A vanilla bottle. How about that? Peaches jumped up onto the bed next to Marley, and so Marley hissed and jumped down. $1. I blew open that lady's wall. She's gonna have to spend so much money on home repair, all for her stash of a single $1. Why would she even bother? $100. Apparently I did. It's okay, she's got chickens, she can sell eggs. Zelda's just collecting taxes. Bombs. Okay. I can use bombs. Still, I did use a bunch in town here, so that's fine. Bombs to replace the bombs that I used. Still no sword, so I am going to go up the stairs rather than around through the bushes. And, oh, a full heart container. I'll grab it since it's a full heart. If it was just a piece of heart, I would have walked right out. Not worth my time. Normally I like to preview what's the prize for the race if I don't have a sword, but I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it, I'm just gonna go for it. And if I get close and it's trash, then I'll just save and quit. It is the red cane! We need that! Alright. So, armed with that trash, we still can't do anything. We don't have a weapon. So I'm gonna do the South Shore checks, I guess. No glove to lift rocks. And what am I doing going that way? Ah! Oh my gosh. I'm getting bullied. $300. Well, you know what? We do like to see that. 300 bucks means I can officially go to Zora and buy whatever he's got. And have enough money left over for a monkey. If I ever get around to it. I might not need to even talk to that monkey. Bombs. I don't need those. I actually don't mind doing this, wait. Dang it, I was hoping he'd drop magic. None of my bottles have anything. Oh, I just need to kill these Moldorms with bombs. Ooh, they drop bombs. Grab those just in case. 4. Give me those bombs. I wasn't sure I'd actually manage that. They can be tricky. Full heart. Full heart. Bombs. Alright. A sword. Thank God. And the hook shot. Alright. Hookshot is essential. We love to get it. It's my favorite item in the game. Also means we can check what stun prize is. 20 bucks. Alright, we officially do not need to worry about money. Our stun prize is 20 bucks. Basically, if you kill an enemy after you've stunned them, they will always drop the same thing. We call that the stun prize. Bombs. Alright. Well, you know what? We said that we have enough rupees to go to Zora, so let's set up a water walk and we'll do that. By dashing along the edge of that pit, I put Link, or in this case Zelda, into a state called water walking. The next time I jump down off of a ledge, she will walk across the water. Like so. Now I have the Moon Pearl. Okay, boomerang on that island. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here, I'm going to check what this guy has. It can't technically be something in logic. I am sequence breaking right now. Because I can't actually get to this guy. A single arrow. I hate him. No wonder he's poor and living under a bridge. I gotta find the right pixel. There we go. Okay. And again, I can't technically swim. So, in order to get out of there, I've done a little trick called fake flippers. You trick the game into thinking you have flippers by swimming at the edge of the screen. The same frame that I hit the water, I was exiting the screen. And so the game just thought, well, they're swimming as they enter a new screen, so clearly they can swim. So we tricked the game into thinking we had flippers. Alright, heart piece. The bow. Okay. Bow's a big deal. And green potion. I love it. Give me my magic. I'm going to fill up 2 of those. I actually have use. I have 2 bottles, so I can do this. This is great. Okay. So we have the bow, and we have 2 bottles of green potion in them. Now we're going to go see what Zora's got. As long as I don't walk on the grass, I still technically count as being in the water, and I can walk on the water. 10 arrows. I don't need to worry about that. Alright, Zora, what do you got for me? Oh, the Master Sword. Okay. Worth it. Worth every rupee. 500 rupees for the Sword of Evil's Bane? Very nice. Okay. Well, I mean, God, I have the lamp, I have the bow. Let's go to Eastern Palace. I even have the hook shot, so I can do the pesky super speed glitch. We'll loot Sahasrah's house first. Yes, by dashing and using the hookshot at the same time on a staircase, you actually get super speed for some reason. Power Glove, 20 bucks, and 300 bucks. Well, the glove was required. I am literally just a hammer or another glove away from having casual Dark World access. Are you serious? Oh, hello, bot. Thank you for that. Mods, send him to the salt mines. Oh. Mods, I say. We only have the one. It is our darling Hypna. You do an excellent job dealing with the bots. Let's check this chest. It is a heart piece. Look, we were both learning how that screen worked. I'd never used it before. You'd never used it before. Moderation panel. Now we know. That's how you learn, by trying. With the hookshot, we can take the short way across and find a useless item. Stalfo's apparently dropping $5. I don't need that. I have the bow. Let's, You weren't supposed to appear. Still technically faster, I think, than the pots method. What do you have for me, hint tile? Heart containers in plain sight. Plain sight? Where could that be? I don't have the big key yet. Yes, I do. The map. Alright. Our 2 items in this dungeon. Yeah, it's probably on Bumper Ledge. Or possibly it might be on Desert Palace Ledge. There's probably another possibility. I just can't think of right now. Wait a minute, did that say heart? Oh no. I wonder if the hint tiles differentiate between a heart piece and a full heart container. Because there was definitely a full heart container in plain sight back in Kakariko. Up on top of the library ledge. Or not ledge, up on top of the library shelf. The books. I don't need to fight 2 of those guys. I suppose I'll switch to the bow. I'm gonna need this in 2 rooms. Get through there, and then there's these guys. And then we prepare for the satisfying spin attack. Look at them all. Go ahead and grab more arrows, so I have 30 for this fight. Oh, I screwed up. Alright, 10 arrows, oh my god. My prize for throwing all those arrows at those guys was more arrows. Well, thank you for that, I guess. The important thing is we got our first crystal out of the way. I did not take a very good assessment of where the others are. Okay, the other dungeons all have crystals. Alright, I'm going to save and quit. That means there's 3 pendant dungeons in the Dark World that I won't need to touch, hopefully. Let's do... I guess we'll go up the mountain. Oh, well, you know what? We have the glove. I'm going to do the back of the escape first. There's 4 items down there, I think. Those checks are too close by to pass up. And too densely populated. If I was the king, I too would install a secret passage under the graveyard that you could access by pushing a tombstone. Heart piece, 10 arrows, and Dorito Blade. Okay, we are in Flavortown. Princess Zelda of the Cool Ranch Kingdom. It's just off a little bit on that dash. 300 bucks. Alright. It was an item. To my credit. I did count correctly. Alright, well we cleared out that. The castle officially has nothing for us. We're going to go up the mountain now. We have the lamp. We have the glove. We can go. We have the hookshot too. We can check the east side of the mountain as well. I didn't need that. Why did I grab it? I'll take those. That bush crab is being spared because he gave me 10 bucks. Okay, we'll rescue an old man. Normally when I do this place, nobody can see what the hell's going on because I just have it memorized from the dark. So, like, if they don't give me the lamp, I'll come in here anyway. Everybody gets to look at a black screen for 20 seconds. Oh, a shield! Ow! Oh, I'm getting bullied again. I swear, these sky cabbages. At least we got the hyperspeed off, so we can totally juke those cabbages. Oh yeah, the top of Spectacle Rock is also... And then look at that, there's our heart piece. Okay. And that's another heart piece. Alright. Ain't gonna get either of those. But we do need to see what they are. You never know, you could be leaving behind a very important check by skipping things. I do not have the mirror, so I actually need to go through this place the correct way. Welcome to Paradox Cave, so named because I jump in this hole and go up a floor. How? Whatever. Heart piece and 10 arrows. Those chests are worthless. I don't need bombs. I will, however, prepare a spin. $20. Heart piece. $20. What's going on? Blue cane. 10 arrows. Alright. There is one more check I can do on the mountain. I was not in the right place. Alright. We're just going to go back around to Paradox Cave and do this the old-fashioned way. I think this means our progress has to be in Spiral Cave. Or on Agina. I just remembered there's the old man in the desert I can go get something from. Why didn't I talk to Sahasrara when I was in his house? He would have told me exactly where the green pendant was. That is useful information. 20 rupees there. I don't need those. No, come back. No, whatever. That fairy gets to be free range. There. Swear to God, if Agina has Titan's mitts, 10 arrows. Okay. Let's go see what Agina has. Yeah, if Agina has the Titan's mitts, then I just wasted a little bit of time up on Death Mountain there. Because I could have used the Titan's mitts to enter the Dark World and done things on Death Mountain in the Dark World. There are, after all, a bunch of chests up there in the Dark World as well. I have the hookshot, so hookshot cave is definitely viable. Yeah, I can't even get access to the Desert Palace right now, so I'm gonna just go into his house. And by house, I mean this hole in the mountain he lives in. Like, I get that he's hiding out, but, like, it's the desert, man. You don't have running water. Bombs. What the? Huh. Okay. Alright. Oh no, I have the lamp. I have everything. Oh no, I know what they want me to do. Dark World access is locked behind Aghanim. Going to the house. And then we're gonna go to the castle and kill a wizard. I always put that possibility out of my mind because nobody ever wants to go fight Aghanim. But, you know, we'll do it. Part of the problem with the Aghanim seat is, just the forces of like, the soldiers and whatnot over in the light world, like, they get upgraded. So, like, the town, it just gets put under martial law. There's soldiers running around everywhere there. Alright, that's dead. I was gonna see if Quake did anything to those guys, but this is probably faster. That's definitely faster. Okay. No sense closing ranks on those guys. I can just walk around them. Some of these guards do not need to die. Some of them will be in my way, so they do need to die. I'll take that. The maze always gets me a little because I don't do this place ever. Okay, there we go. These guys aren't good at their jobs. Oh! 1 in a million. Okay. I had the bow all ready to go in case that guy stayed somewhere I could shoot him. Alright. Spin attack. It's useful. I love a good spin. Why would I fight these guys? I swear, they just filled the rooms up with dudes and were like, yeah, if the player decides to fight them, then, yeah, sure, why not? But I don't need to fight most of these guys. Now, mind you, they're guards, so fuck the police, but yeah, off we go. And there goes Zelda. I mean me. I'm saving me from another era, that's the thing. Zelda has become a time traveler, off to save herself in a previous life or possibly future life. I don't know that the order of these games is like... Supposedly there's an order that they're supposed to happen in, I don't think it really matters. One hit. You need to bounce his magic back at him 6 times. 2 hits. And the blue balls. Okay. More blue balls. Three hits. I think after the lightning, the first one is always guaranteed to be a regular ball. And then after that, it's random whether it'll be a blue ball or the actual useful attack. That's 4. That's 5. And now he'll do a lightning. Which means as long as I get into a position to bounce this back at him, he will die. There we go. Now off I go to the Dark World. Alright. Here we are in scenic The Dark World. That's just bombs, I don't need those. I don't have the hammer yet, so let's go see what the catfish has. Also, I have the ability to go over to Kakariko. Wait a minute. Palace of Darkness is a pendant, as is Ice Palace and Swamp Palace. Swamp Palace, though, officially is loaded now, because normally it has 6 items in it, which is the most items in any one dungeon, but the fact that the boss drops the green pendant pushes that number up to 7, because Sahasrahla will give you a reward for showing up with the green pendant. Okay, well, plans have changed. Eastern Palace, not Eastern Palace, Pod has 5 items in it, which is still not bad. Oh, the flippers! Useful. Except not, because I don't want to do Swamp Palace. Oh, it's like it's telling me to go do Swamp Palace, though. We'll put it off for now. Swamp Palace is not my main priority. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the hook shot to travel over to the village. Because there are so many checks over there. I can't get the graveyard ledge, so we'll be running past that. I can have a look and see what's on the... Actually, no, I could get the bumper ledge if it's something important. So, yeah, let's go see what's going on over there. Bumper ledge is full heart container. Bumper ledge is involved enough of a quest that I'm not going to go get it. We do not have the fire rod, so I can't do Skull Woods. I could enter Skull Woods, but there's only 2 items in it. So we'll keep looking. Another bottle. Okay. That's useful? Sure. Let's check the C-shaped house. I wonder why they called it that. Heart piece. Okay. Well, you know what? That heart piece did push us over the edge to another heart container. Always fun. Let's go fight blind. We already robbed his house. Let's go see what he's got. Oh, there's the big key, which we do need. And does need to be one of the first 4 chests here. Small key. I'm realizing I don't have the hammer. So finding that small key is not great. Now, the big chest is locked behind hammer pegs. So, if it contains the map or the compass, that's fine. If I don't find the map or the compass... Okay, heart piece. If I don't find one of either the map or the compass, then I can leave knowing full well that the big chest is nothing. What does Zelda turn into? Dragon! Believe it or not, that's what that is. Yes, as I understand it, in one of those 2 Zelda games for the Switch, she full-on turns into a dragon. Which feels like a pretty useful move, except I guess she has trouble turning back. I didn't want to use that. Ah! Whatever, it's fine. I don't need all that magic power anyway. And if I do, I have 2 green potions in bottles, because I am prepared. Compass. We hate to see it. Do any of you guys drop magic? No, just bombs. Okay. This is going to sound weird, but when I get together to edit my film review for last week's video, Charade, I'm going to need to get at least a clip from Naked Gun. As it turns out, one of the characters in the film is played by none other than George Kennedy, the police chief. I know he showed up in one of the videos that they watched on Red Letter Media, and they made a big deal about George Kennedy being in this thing and being the best actor. No, the map. Okay. Alright, there's definitely an item in the big chest that I can't get because I don't have the hammer. Alright, let's fight this guy. The beach, I'm not sure I can make it. And we'll just go ahead and let the Blue Cane finish him off. Honestly, Blue Cane makes him such a... yeah. I mean, that had to be an item. Just bombs, though. Blue Cane makes him so easy. You just fire it up and walk on top of him. He dies. Alright, well, we got that out of the way. There's one more item in there, but I'm not in a rush to go back for it. Even if I find the hammer, I don't know that I want to go right back, you know? 10 bombs. Come on. Don't give me that. Okay, no Titan's mitts, so we can't rescue the blacksmith frog. So, we'll go do the digging game, we'll talk to the stump kid, and I guess we'll go check Hype Cave. Unless I find a mirror along the way, in which case I will also do Cave 45. Oh boy, more health, okay. But you know, it was a fun movie, you know? I definitely enjoyed Charade. It's got Audrey Hepburn, she's fantastic. Bombos, ooh. That gives us the ability to go into Ice Palace. Well, the ability to get past the first room in Ice Palace, not go in because we need the Titan Smiths for that. But yes, Audrey Hepburn is fantastic, always great. I mentioned in my review that I have not completely put together yet that she was great on screen and off screen. Oh, there's the hammer. Okay. Money, the flute. Okay. Single dollar and heart piece. Okay. Well. Hammer's a good find. God, I'm gonna do Swamp Palace. It's got 7 items in it. I'm gonna hit a rock. I can't do Swamp Palace, I don't have the mirror. Okay, well, the thing that's closest to me that has anything is, I guess, Palace of Darkness. Let's go bribe a monkey. I have the hammer, I have the bow, I should be able to get through Pod relatively quickly. Ah! I got bombed. Okay, we have our monkey. His name is Kiki. He loves rupees. Which is why he asks us for 100 of them to do this. And I have a drink while he does it. Important to stay hydrated. Okay. We will check the first room here. Oh, full magic off of Helm Sores. Good to know. Small key, which means our path forward is through the center room. See, if you don't get a small key, you've got to go through that room on the right, which does kind of lead you around a little bit. come over here, grab this chest first. Small key. I threw a bomb over there to that room, just because, like, ah! I have it open that way ahead of time. I'll use my small key to get up here and find what's probably going to be a small key. Hell yeah! Now I will step on this button and grab this other small key. Wait. Alright, well now we're going to do this room. I'm also going to check to see what the tile says. Piece of Hearts in the Dark Village. I've been through there already. Thank you very much. We just walked right into that. Okay. Those arrows, because arrows are important for... God. Excuse you. That was the worst I've ever done in that hallway. I should have just used the cape. Also, I have not been counting. I don't know how many items I have. We'll find out. I gotta use a bow for this. I will reset the room so that those enemies that were in my way are no longer in my way. I do love that reverse bonk off the staircase. It's so weird. Okay, before I go over there, because I don't have the big key, check that, it's a small key. Means I need to check Harmless Hellway. After I do this. Money. Compass. Alright. The mirror. Okay. Come in here. Right call. Maybe? I mean, I probably need the mirror for something. There's our big key. I will say getting the mirror does mean I can at least do Tower of Hera, like, immediately. And also getting the mirror means I can get out of this room when I'm done. 300 bucks. Map? Okay. That means the big chest is definitely an item. And also, after I get it, I'm going to use the mirror. Bombs. Okay. Oh man, someone's doing some night grilling. God, that reminds me. Okay. You know how my city's kind of on fire? Apparently somebody decided to do a bonfire up in Bears Lake, and that's why that fire started. When there's a burn ban on. With a penalty of $25,000. I mean, apparently they don't know who did it. Like, there were sirens going, and so they just fucking skedaddled. So, we may never know who's responsible for this large forest fire on the edge of town. Also, I was reading a thing. Apparently, we haven't had actual, like... I was talking about before, like, when was the last time it rained in town? And, you know, I was thinking it's got to have been at least a month. And my figure was not completely off, but the last time it rained was very little. So it's actually been 2 months since we got any substantial rain. That is an incredibly long time for what is normally a place that is very overcast and can rain at the drop of a hat. Ooh, I got the key dash off. Alright, I need to hit this guy in the face 17 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should have dodged. Excuse me. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't really have a good angle of... Oh my god. Don't die. Oh! I just got bullied against the wall. I thought I was done for. Heart piece. Oh, well, that's my health back. You know what? I didn't really need this pendant. In my brain, even though I even said earlier that the green pendant is over there, I should have known better. Okay, whatever. Whatever. It's fine. Gonna do the save and quit. We will go to the village via the sanctuary. I will then activate the flute, and then I'll have fast travel. Anyhow, yeah, it's been 2 months since we got any like actual good rainfall. And any time I've seen in the forecast when they've been like, it's gonna rain again, it hasn't. Like on Friday it was supposed to rain. Today it was supposed to rain. Nothing. It's supposed to rain on Sunday. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we are in like a province-wide drought. Okay. Let's go up the mountain, I guess. Do Tower of Hera. For reasons, I obviously do not want to do Swamp Palace if I have other things I can do. It is a pendant dungeon. I might find useful items in Tower of Hera. It only has 2 items in it though, so probably not. Let me in. Okay. And from Tower of Hera, I can actually go ahead and also check... I can get over to the east side of Death Mountain, but I could already do that. Never mind. After I'm done in Tower of Hera, I'll check Spike Cave. Why not? I have the hammer. Compass. We don't need that. Small key. Alright, big key's in the basement. Okay, I opened it. Excuse me? I am screwing this up. Alright. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Please don't be the map. No! God damn it. Okay. I don't want to do the basement. Maybe that dash is easier than I thought. That's the second time I got this on the first try today. Excuse me? No! And I used all that magic. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just fight him the normal way then. So you know what? I'll use the hammer. Why not? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Yeah, okay. Hammer does, I think, a little bit more damage than the Tempered Sword. I think. Magic Powder. Interesting. Finding the magic powder there means we can go check the magic bat. But we'll do that after we look in the basement. I feel a little more thorough today. Ah. Alright, I will park there, and I can have a drink. While these tiles fly up off of the floor and fling themselves ineffectually at me. Yeah, I'm glad that they actually, like, said, hey, everybody, maybe you should start conserving water. Because, like, if the reservoirs are getting low, that's a big deal. Dartmouth is affectionately referred to as the City of Lakes. When they are running out of water, it's rough. Alright, that's the big key. Finding the big key there means I still need to go up. Alright. We'll do it. I don't want that bomb. That bomb needs to get out of my way. The item that Moldorm drops, if you pick it up, it screws up the mechanic for the Herapod. Oh my god. There we go. Yeah, I know, like, the property manager at the building here kept watering the grass, and I'm just like, it hasn't rained in 2 months, man. Don't water the grass so much. It was all for a green potion bottle. Okay. So yeah, since they've declared that, I haven't seen him out there with the hose, so that's good. Yeah, apparently there was also an issue with the water bombers that we had coming in from New Brunswick. Heart piece. Alright. They came in, they dropped their load, and then they were like, we gotta go back to New Brunswick to fill back up again. Apparently they had, they used a different kind of flame retardant than we do. Okay, I can only do 2 of these dungeons. I'm gonna go ahead and walk somewhere. Yeah. Which 2 have red crystals? Turtle Rock and Misery Mire. Oh no! Okay. It is a little weird. But, like, there's no national standard for firefighters. As we found out here. Oh, come on. I'm just looking for somewhere safe to plunk down. Alright. So we're gonna go check the magic bat. Yeah, now we have our own water bombers too, but like, you know, more is good. When you're dealing with a situation like a forest fire, when it hasn't rained for 2 months, you want water. You want a lot of it. Alright, Magic Bat, what do you got for me? 20 bucks. I hate you. Alright. Well... new plan. I think that's probably faster than walking. We're gonna enter the dark world and... God, I guess, you know, maybe I'll dip into Skull Woods. It could be that what I'm looking for is in there. And if not, then I'll start in on some of Smith Chain. This should be full magic. Yes, my apartment has been extra stuffy. Basically, like the whole week that this thing has been ongoing. Because my roommate is very asthmatic and cannot survive the air with all the forest fire smoke. I'm gonna go to the back and grab the chest over here. Yeah, I do not begrudge anybody the I can't breathe. That's one item. Okay. Half magic is useful. I kind of love half magic. So I'm glad to see that. Why did I jump in that hole? Whatever. Small key, which I will take over here. You never know what you're gonna find in here. Map, alright. I don't know why I switched off of the hook shot. Compass, alright. Which means we will not be finding our big key in here, which means the big key's in the back. Or in the big chest. One of those two. Alright, let's get out of here. That was a bust. Actually, before I go south to check things out, I'm gonna go east and get Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb. I don't have the Titan's Mitts, but I can do both of those. I think I'm going to want the mirror. Hell yeah, okay. Mirror, then we need bombs. And in here we have 20 bucks, which I'm not even going to pick up because it'll slow me down. How did that even get there? Imagine you're spelunking. You find a cave, like, that's hidden. And you enter it, and you find $20. Just a bill, a $20 bill. Oh my god, 20 bucks! I guess. I guess the last hiker died up there, and his wallet is all that survived. There we go. Alright, well with that the situation, I guess we will go ahead. Oh god, yeah, we're in the area. This is stupid. I shouldn't be doing this. But I'm doing this. Ow. I'm like, I know where there's one more item. In this dungeon. It's true, it's just in a very inconvenient place to get to. Whatever, we'll get there, it'll be fine. Excuse you. Ow. Ugh. Always refill my health off of anti-fairies. Okay, down we go. We still have the small key. I should just be able to dash from here. Yeah. And this is a heart piece. No! Waste of time. Okay. Off we go to Cave 45 and Swamp Palace. Like, why did I dash up there? Eh, whatever. Now, you don't need to put your portal... I'll grab it. You don't need to put your portal inside that ring of bushes. I just kind of like to do it. It's enticing. And with no book, I also can't do... No book, I can't check the Bombos tablet, so we're just gonna go ahead and just jump right into Swamp Palace, I guess. Now that is still a fun glitch. You can delete blocks by spamming the mirror as you walk into them. The game lets you attempt to use items through blocks as they're moving. And for some reason, with the mirror, that translates to go away. Alright, here's our 7-item Swamp Palace. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to try to count. I'm going to try to keep track of what I pick up. That's 1. When I said 7, I of course mean 6. The 7th item is what you turn in the green pendant for. I am going to steal a key, as I am wont to do when I'm in here. Excuse me? There we go. Small key. So now I have a spare key, which is useful if you want to skip some things. And Lord knows I love to skip some things. I think I might only need 2 items in order to be ready to beat the game. The fire rod and the Titan's mitts. I think that's it, actually. That does sound right. I'm scheming. That bomb was part of a cunning plan. No, Fire Snake, go away. Don't ruin this for me, Fire Snake. Doing something cool. Alright, I'm attempting to do something cool and apparently failing. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, I enter the room. The bomb blast affects the switch. And I can grab that key. Now I swim to the next room. I don't technically need that key, but I did want that bomb blast to hit that switch. Ah. Fellas, please. Map. Alright. That's 2 items. So far, all we found is money. Also, I'm tempted to say that this means that the entire left side of the dungeon was worthless. And it was. But I would not have known that if I didn't try it. So I can't even be like, I wasted time. No, I did not waste time. I learned things. There. I'm gonna need that red cane again to do another one of those walk under the water tricks, as it's referred to in the community as Diver Down, which is also the name of a JoJo's stand, I believe. Oh, there's a big key. 50 bucks. I don't want to go back. I'll come back for that after I'm done killing the boss and shaving an eyeball. There's our Titan's mitts. But I'm not done yet. Because I still need to try to find the fire rod. Titan's mitts does give us the ability to enter Misery Mire, though. And the Ice Palace, but I don't want to do the Ice Palace. Did not need that key. The whole purpose of stealing a key from the front was that I didn't need to get that last one. Whatever. It's fine. I just like to do it. Fuzzy here didn't think this plan through. Oh! The ice rod kill. He gives me the shovel. Okay. Alright. The shovel might actually... Here's the thing with the shovel. You never know what the shovel actually gives you. You need to go dig a hole in order to find what the shovel is. Like, the shovel is 100% fetch quest, so... we're gonna run over there. We're gonna, I guess, fetch whatever the reward is. And then we will use our flute to fly over and talk to Sahasrahla, unless our reward is the fire rod, in which case I don't care. Stumpy has become tree, which is an interesting 20 bucks. Okay. Interesting career choice, becoming tree. God, there's no quick way over there. Whatever. We'll go to number 5. Hey! Our wonderful moderator Hypnopomp says he had to branch out, which is absolutely a Joe tier pun. We love it. Oh, health. Okay. Thank you for that, Sahasrahla. You know what? God, no. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Lacking the fire rod. I kind of want to check the blacksmith chain. I'm like, I could go do Misery Mire without the fire rod, and it's true I could. I don't wanna. Actually, I don't know if I could do Misery Mire. It might be ether locked, and if it is, I can't get in. We'll find out when we get there. Frog, you coming with me? I can also check the hammer pegs while I'm here. I like that I can bring the blacksmith back to the light world and reintroduce him to his husband, but I can't save the stump kid. I can't be like, hey, if you think you're about to turn into a tree, why don't you look in this mirror? 300 bucks. Guilty as charged. I am very Canadian. As is the moderation staff. Heart piece, I don't want it. God, now I have the purple chest. I'm gonna take this, I'll fire up the mirror, I will use that to fly over here. Hello, welcome on in. Yes, we are an hour and 18 into this race already. So for a complete picture on what's happened, the VOD will be going up on Monday. 10 arrows. Alright. Okay. The bird missed me. Okay. I blame this guy. You know what? I can do the Desert Palace now. That is required. Why don't I go do that? Misery Mire, it's raining. They're making me jealous. Bombos. Okay, I can actually do Misery Mire. Interesting. $20 and heart piece. All right. I'm glad y'all enjoy my VODs. I figure it's no problem just throw them up on YouTube for posterity. You know. I just need to hit the record button and the stop record button at the right times. I don't care about that health. Alright, we're gonna do it. Oh, hello, welcome on in. Yeah, same time every week. I am not the only person in the community that does this live, I don't think. How many other people are broadcasting? Wow, like half of us. Okay. Yes, the hostess of the racing league I'm in is Sakura Tsubasa. She's also live. I do put effort into things. It's just, you know, YouTube algorithm. It picks up what it picks up. I bonked. Right, I'm missing health. Okay. I'll let this guy teleport onto my sword. Yeah, I don't know. I have ideas for things I can do, but in the meantime, I have this movie project I have decided to go ahead and throw my whole ass into. Ah! So, for the time being, that is eating up most of my extra effort for the week, but you never know. I may be able to launch something next year. We'll see what happens. There's our big key. Okay. God, Misery Mire only has 2 items in it. Alright, we're gonna look and see if we can find them. Finding the big key makes you want to just immediately go to the boss. Because normally that's what I do if I was in go mode. Small key. Alright. Unfortunately, I'm not in go mode. So I actually need to find things. God, research is wild like that. It's just like crawling around on Wikipedia, you like see something, a link, and you're like, well, that sounds interesting. What's the deal with that? And then you end up like 5 articles deep, and you're like, you've gone from like a certain celebrity to like weather patterns in Thailand or something, and you're like, well, I don't know how I got here, but it's whatever. No! Okay, I missed the anti-fairy. I'm like, I'm low on health. I should do the thing. And then I messed it up. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to pull off the satisfying hammer dash now. Compass. Okay. With no fire rod, I need to do this room the annoying way. With the lamp. Oh. Get my health up. There is a chest up here that is locked behind those torches. And it contains the map. Nothing of value. We have the big key. I should just go to the big chest, but let's not let good decisions hamper our progress here. Let's do something silly. I'm going to go ahead and prep these rooms first. I need to get all of these torches lit at the same time. Doing this causes the next room over to just become wider, which uncovers a hole in the ground, and if you jump into that hole in the ground, you land next to a chest. Ah! I forgot that guy was spawning right on top of me, and like removed my hand from the controller to scratch my head. Hey, there's our second item. The mirror might not have been the smartest thing to do there, but it's very whatever. So now I need to do this room again. Excuse me? Okay, everything in there dropping bombs. I'm gonna get the big chest, even though I don't think it could possibly be anything. Oh, never mind. I miscounted. It's the silver arrows. Whew. Hello, Tona. Welcome in. I'm gonna turn that guy into a fairy. Words to live by. You finished your Friday Arma, did not stream due to an ear infection, otherwise you would have been a raid. Yeah. I am always appreciative to see you anyway, and yeah, like Hypno said, I hope you feel better soon. As a chronic ear infection sufferer, I 100% feel you. I was on penicillin, like, so much as a child. Although I think they found out at, like, after, like, 18 years of it, that the whole reason I was getting these, like, repeat ear infections, like, every few months was because I have, like, a deformed eardrum. Well, I shouldn't say have. Had. They corrected it. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, it's not the sort of thing that they were, like, checking. Ah. Yeah, and, you know, it was like basically tubes in the ear, you know? Doing research in AI, basically one of the persons working with had started, oh god, preferences for things. Oh. At this point, nothing with AI stuff surprises me. There's so much ridiculous bullshit going on. Again, we've all seen the screenshots of Grok becoming Mecha Hitler. That is a thing that happened. And then a certain somebody decided to say, what can we do to make Mecha Hitler more appealing to the men? I know. We'll turn him into an anime waifu. Absolutely cursed timeline. Alright, silver arrows means this will be pretty quick. Don't lightning me. Okay. I didn't miss a single shot there. Small key and the crystal. Okay. Why did I go back in? I'm not trying to go back in. I'm trying to go into the light world and then go into the desert palace. Look, Godzilla earned it. Oh, small key. Alright, let's go over this way. Yeah, that's the whole thing with AI. It's like, it's basically predictive text, but on steroids. So yeah, if it does something weird, then it's, you know, just complicated. Map, okay. I am just concerned for a future where so many students are using it to pass their courses. And you're like, well, I certainly don't have a qualified doctor because they all just asked ChatGPT what my symptoms were. Yeah, I got the big key. Alright, let's check the big chest. Yeah, like Tona, yeah, you, that's your field. You know about this. It's spooky. I was not pointing... Maybe I was pointing to the right. I was trying to point down. I never even looked at the desert ledge. This is going to be a surprise. What do we got over here? The book! Okay. The book being gated behind Desert Palace is actually kind of hilarious because you need the book to get into Desert Palace the normal way. Oh no! Okay, dodged. God, there's a Twilight Zone episode where a dude, like, he had, like, executive dysfunction or something, and he had, like, one of those carnival fortune-telling machines, and he wound up needing to ask that machine before making any decisions. And it's like, that's real life for so many people right now, and it's bananas that folks let themselves get to that point. Ow. But, like, also, they're advertising it as, like, replacement for girlfriends. Yeah, that is true. I just cannot deal with the whole thing where they're like, oh, Lois Griffin can be your romance partner via AI. And it's like, no! That's not how it works. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and sword this guy. Oh boy, full heart. God, I've seen descriptions where people have said that, like, somebody at a business would just generate a report using AI, and then somebody else would use AI to summarize the report, and then somebody else would use AI to, like, examine, to, you know, decide what they should implement from the report. And it's like, at that point, no human has even made a single step along that process. Like, it's bananas. People are like, CEOs, they do all the hard work. That's why they get paid so much money. It's like, no, they're asking ChatGPT what to do now. It's like, I don't generally think that they can automate most jobs, but, like, apparently CEOs are automating their own job but paying their own salary. $50, okay. Nothing there. It's frightening. Yeah. Like, people are supposed to have expertise for a reason. I had a whole thing earlier where somebody was, like, beefing at me about something easily Googleable. And they were like, the Google results say this. And it's like they were reading the AI synopsis of things. That was wrong. Oh, God. Yeah, nope. Heart piece, no. Okay. Is Turtle Rock the last one I have? No, no. Turtle Rock and, right, Skull Woods. I need the Fire Rod. Yeah, there's so much specified knowledge involved in that field that you can't trust AI that's just going to summarize Google results for you to give a good answer. Can I even get into Turtle Rock? I can. It's a vanilla Quake. Okay. Yeah, like, the doctor using ChatGPT is just like the icing on the cake. I can't even blame you. It's like, there were all those stories about lawyers using ChatGPT to write their court drafts and whatnot. And it's like, you can't do that. You literally can't. It's, like, illegal. So those people's cases got thrown out, and they would have been sued for, you know, not malpractice, but whatever it's called in legal circles. My brain does not want to conjure words right now. It might be malpractice too. Oh. It's like, what's that notification? It's Wordle! I'm excited to see how many of us failed yesterday. Ooh, mushroom. Okay, another fetch quest. Okay. It is true, just like... And this is the thing, is ChatGPT is like scraping... Like, it's scraping stuff that isn't even necessarily true. Like, people were entering in... People were purposefully putting things on Reddit so that the ChatGPT would, like, scrape it and use that as advice. And so they had it, like, telling people to inject bleach in their veins. And it's like, nope. If it's that easy to fool, it ain't good for using for most things. I don't imagine, at least. Yeah! Oh my god, yes. And that's also a problem, is it just... A lot of the time, it's just trying to mirror back to you what you want to hear. So if you want to do heroin, it's going to tell you to do heroin. God, okay, what can I do? Ice Palace, I guess. What the? I got a message from Erica again. She's not usually a night owl like me. What's she doing up? She says, thank you, lol. Because I said she made a good pun. What do we got here? Piece of Hearts in the Sewers. I know we all were laughing about that. There was a map going around where somebody asked one of those bots to give them a list of all the states contained the letter R. And it was like making up names of states and mislabeling things and just all over the place. Yes, one of them had a Russian name. We are going to attempt to do Ice Palace from the back because it's slightly faster. It's slightly faster if I can get this trick to work. I can't get this trick to work. It's too far. It's still too far. What the heck? I clearly need a refresher on this, because it is not working. That's it, okay. Squeaky wheel. That's one item. Wait, is it? Yeah, okay, it is. I love that I switched and I need the hammer now. Ice Palace has 3 items in it. We have 1 already. Let's see what else we can find. I'm just glad we don't have a data center here because, like I was saying earlier, it hasn't rained in 2 months, so we're having, like, drought conditions, and I can't even imagine it being exacerbated that way. God, somebody just finished. Okay. Flash has finished. 1 hour and 42. There's our fire rod. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't need anything else in there. Alright. We're gonna go do Skullwoods, and then we'll do Turtle Rock. Yeah, it's like... I don't know, the server farms are a huge problem. Like, on top of everything else with it, the fact that they're just like, oh, let's use all of the water and all of the electricity to give people bad advice. I'm like, oh my god, please don't. It's like, well, what if it turned into good advice eventually? It's like, oh. We have people for that. We don't need this. But we have it. Now that I think about it, I'm surprised I didn't check the pedestal while I was over here before. Well, it's very whatever. Still weird that I haven't seen anybody else do that ever. These mummies don't drop magic, do they? No, of course not. Yeah, it's true. Especially in... This is like one of the weirder parts of it, is like the places that are more likely to have unregulated server farms that are just able to soak up all the water are also probably the places with the worst fucking power grid, you know? Now I'm looking at you, Texas. It's fine, get rid of my sword beams, I don't even like them. There we go. Moth is dead, and I got 20 bucks. What the? Steve has forfeited from the race. But only one person finished. Dude, you got plenty of time, get back in there. Yeah, like, we have limited power, we have limited water. There's much better uses for it than, like, a server farm. Get out of my way. Okay. We're going to use the Turtle Rock teleporter to get into the Dark World because it's closer. Closer to the dungeon, at least. Plus, Paradox Cave is the quicker way up, rather than Super Bunny Cave. I had to question myself for a second. Wait, what was over there? It was just 20 bucks. I don't need that. Okay, into the dungeon. Let's do the thing. I suppose now I know I can just go directly to the right rather than to the left, because I've already gotten that chest in my doomed search for a fire rod. We have the hook shot, so we can actually do this the fun way. What am I doing? I can't do that. Why am I not using a cape dash? Whatever. There's our big key. There's a small key. And yeah, you know, there are. Yeah, we've all seen the thing about the AI that wound up being able to spot like tumors. Wow, Taco and Kara finished within seconds of each other. 30 seconds, in fact. Wow. Yeah, somebody like developed a system for like identifying misshapen like bagels or something, and it wound up just being able to spot tumors exceptionally well in like mammograms. Yeah, so that's a legitimate use, but unfortunately, yeah, like you said, somebody decided money could be made off of that, so this is what we get. I got the iframe trick. No damage for me in that room. Get my powder ready so I can sprankle on that guy. But like also that's not the sort of thing, like you don't need a large language model for spot tumors, you know? That was clumsy, but... Oh, come back. Oh my god. Give me that key. I need it. Anti-fairies all over the place. $50. Alright, that was worth it. $50, hurrah! Okay. I'll powder these guys on the way back. There we go. Okay. All of the fairies. You were supposed to die. Why did you not? Okay. Oh, shot again. Okay. We did the same shit with cars. The first engine was actually a water engine, but water was soon seen as abundant, so oil was a better choice. Yeah, it's like, and like I know we've all seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and it's based on a true story in a sense. The auto companies did just straight up buy all the public transit and shut it down, so that you'd have to buy a car. Wild that happened, but it is what happened. And the public knew about it, like they did. They found out. There's documents. I don't know that anybody actually went to trial for it. Give me my hook shot. It's too late. Okay. Grab that full magic because I want it. I'll get hit one more time. Why not? I know I have a blue potion. What else do I have? All greens. Oh my god. Okay. There's our small key. I'm not even going to check the other ones. Too risky. God, touchscreens in cars is a terrible idea, and I hate that that's the thing people are doing now. I gotta switch to the thing. We want to kill the firehead first, because it comes out first. Yeah, it's all manufactured obsolescence and, like, overwrought complex shit that you can't take to the shop to get fixed. Like, a mechanic can't fix your touchscreen. Yeah! But, like, I've seen the things, people talking about, like, toasters with touchscreens on them. It's like, that touchscreen is going to burn out. They are not temperature calibrated for that. I'm going to drink my blue potion, because I don't... Actually, no, I'm going to use my cape. There we go. Like, I'm getting the beeps. I'm playing badly. What's my prize? A compass. Alright. Last crystal get. How many people failed last time? 3 of us. Wow. One of the people who failed Wordle alongside me was Rage. I feel in good company if Rage fails the Wordle too. And yeah, so much stuff is just built to be straight up inhospitable to the concept of repairs. Like, I have an old iPod that is just busted. Like, the volume rocker doesn't work. It's constantly pressing up, which means it's constantly as loud as it could possibly be, which is not good for listening. So I stopped using it. And I would like to be able to use it again, but, you know, c'est la vie. And I'm like, I could take it to the Apple shop and maybe they could fix it, but at the same time, why the hell should I need to go to the Apple shop for something like that? Oh, a shield upgrade. Okay. And yes, the Wordle was... double letters always screw with me. And so the fact that it was... what the... 2 shield upgrades right in the front of the dungeon. Okay. The fact that it was 2 double letters in the same word, I hated it. Level. 2 double letters and also a V, which is not a commonly used letter. Oh, Zelda's shield now matches her armor. Well, that's fun. Small key, map. 20 bucks. Not what I wanted to do. Small key. Okay. That was pretty good. Oh, lever would do it. Oh, ether. Okay. You know, the funny thing is that, like, it let me try a word that I don't even know is a word. Like, it shouldn't have. I'm gonna need this, because I don't have any boomerangs. Wow. Yeah, like, it let me try something like Jabbar or something like that. And, like, I googled it to be like, what was this word that it let me try? And it wasn't. And it was like, this is a mountain range in Algeria. I'm like, what? That's a proper noun. That doesn't count. Small key. Okay. It's like the other day when it was kefir. I'm like, that's not even English, man. I get that it's a kind of yogurt. But, like, you know, throw me a bone here. Oh, there's our big key. Okay. Can officially begin the tower ascent. Oh god. Saku and Sartaz finished since I last looked, meaning I am going to be coming in last place if you don't count Steve, who did not finish. I think that happened last week too, didn't it? Excuse me, you can just fly through the switches, can you, sir? Don't even think about it, man. Saku is going to be peeking in to see what my progress is, either during or after her credits. This means she may be watching even now. Probably not, but you never know. I'm not that far behind. I'm going up the tower. I still want the cape. What am I doing? Now I think I want, definitely not the mirror. Probably don't want the bow either. I hate Stalfos. Though they're not the worst thing I could be fighting in here. God, imagine if they gave us, like, a room that was, like, one of those kill all the enemies rooms, except it had dead rocks. Just the most annoying enemy in the game. Difficult to kill. That would be terrible. Hey, we got him. Okay. I didn't think that was going to hit, honestly. Bomb, heart, arrows, magic. I could use all of those things. And there's no pressure to do things quickly because I'm definitely coming in last place. No, we're still going to try to do our best. Though I will be checking the chests along the way now. How did I miss that guy? Lamp. I know you can hookshot across that gap technically, but I'm not good at it, so I do not do it. For me, it's a surefire way to go into a hole. Which, not a bad description for Friday night, but you know, it's not what we're doing right now. Oh, got them both. Okay. $5 and bombs. Well, I guess I could use the bombs. I need one for right here. I couldn't have possibly timed that worse. $20. Okay. Alright, let's get Moldorm. There we go. Oh, here's the problem with using the hammer, is I can't change items while he's blowing up. Alright, last chest in the game. What are you? You're 10 arrows. Good to know. Let's dash up here. And we're gonna go fight the wizard for the second time. Agaseed, my god. That should have been a double hit. Come on. Like that. We're up to 3 hits on him. 5 hits on him. We just need one more. There we go. He's dead. Now a pig will emerge from his back and fly away. I do kind of wish that they'd either, like, given us the ability to use the flute in the Dark World so that it made sense that we could summon it, or made us, like, actually mirror out of the dungeon and then walk down here to do this. You might like to go to the show to feel the warmth or the confusion of that Space Cadet glow. I am not counting hits. You always think of his one sort of infamous EVP, I have the body of a pig. Ganon, stay put. Oh yeah, all about slapping him in this form. I don't get any benefit for hitting him multiple times here. It's just fun. No! Excuse me. Excuse me. Emma? Whoa. There we go, he's dead. Okay, that was a tricky Ganon fight. Only because I missed the torch glitch. If you relight the left torch before the right torch ever goes out, that right torch just doesn't go out. And done. Okay, the race has finished. A winner is you. Incorrect. Alright, I'm gonna leave a comment here, I guess. Right, and Fire Rod Go Mode did 2 pendant dungeons along the way, which is better than 3, I guess. What do the other comments say? Flash said decided to completely avoid Overworld after dipping pod and just went pendant hopping. Okay. Taco said back to our regularly scheduled horrible Saku League seeds. Kara says missed a torch glitch and it threw off my Ganon rhythm. I totally feel that. Oh, that said mushrooms for life. Okay, that means that the mushroom I could have turned it in for health. I don't need that. Sartez says, what a stinky place for that stinky fire rod. And I, of course, said the thing I said. Alright, well. Bomb-holding kid. Now, I don't even mind that I didn't turn in the mushroom. It's one of those things where you're like, I wonder what was there. We'll never know what was in, oh, this was just money. Okay. We'll never know what was on Laser Bridge. Or Mimic Cave, for that matter. Unless I check them next week at the start of the race. I might do that. Yes, there is a very quick way to get into the back door of Turtle Rock. It's just not legal in Saku-Racing League. She does not allow for overworld clips, and that is technically an overworld clip, even though it's teeny tiny. Alright, who did my sprite? Rue. Good work, Rue. Your mother Kanga must be very proud. First sword in 11 minutes. Flute in 41 minutes. Mirror in 47 minutes. God, I just got that tempered sword and ran with it. Alright, 11 kills with the tempered sword, 1 with the master sword. 1,000 damage taken, 3,000 magic used. I love using magic. Magic's great. 44 bonks, 9 save and quits. I got my bonks down. 4 minutes in menus and 8.5 lagging. Fantastic. 179 out of 216 items collected. Time of 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 4 seconds. Or, according to the race room, which is more accurate, 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 54 seconds. It's almost 2 hours and 6 minutes. Which is right on target for our usual timing. But yeah, that was our race for the week. That was pretty good. I don't know, I don't have a lot of... I never really have complaints about the seeds because a complex seed just means that I need to actually think about things and engage with the game that I enjoy. If you can enjoy the game even when it's throwing you for a loop, that's a good thing, in my opinion. But that is also where we say, good night to YouTube. Good night, YouTube. It's Monday for you. Hopefully that means it rained here. Ugh.